Today, Colleen will be showing us how to do some basic contouring techniques. With highlighting under the eyes for a lighter skin tone, you want to use a pinker concealer. For a darker skin tone, you want to use a more salmon-colored concealer. Both will help to remove any purplish colors under the eyes. Next, using a beauty blender, blend the concealer. This will help to pick up any excess product to avoid a caked-on look. With the beauty blender, you want to make sure that it's nice and wet, so run it under a faucet first. If you use it dry, you'll have the opposite effect and it will simply pat the product all over your face. Next, go in with a yellow colored concealer under the eye. You're going to start at the side of the nose and then go up right above the cheekbone, making a triangle shape. Do the same thing on the opposite eye. Next, again using the beauty blender, go from the outer to inner and then inner to outer, making sure that the outer to inner is the last motion because it will prevent creasing from occurring under the eye. Next, in order to set the makeup, you want to use a translucent powder for someone with a lighter skin tone or a more yellow powder for someone with a darker skin tone. Apply the translucent powder with the beauty blender, again making sure that the blender is wet, otherwise the powder will go right into the creases, causing the skin to look very dry. Let this powder sit and bake for a few minutes. Next, for contouring on the face, you're going to use a highlighter pen and you're going to draw a line right under the cheekbone, not in the cheekbone. This line will go from the top of the ear, coming down to the bottom of the corner of the lip. Next, using the beauty blender, go ahead and blend that line in. This will help make the cheekbone pop out a little bit without really contouring a whole lot. Next, go ahead and blend the powder under the eyes, again making sure that the beauty blender is wet to soak up any excess product. Next, Colleen is going to use a contour palette by Anastasia as well as a fiber brush, which is more dense on the bottom and more sparse on top. For the lighter skin tone, you're going to want to mix a bit of a cooler and a neutral color together. Right above where you highlighted, right at the cheekbone, go ahead and begin contouring. When you're contouring, make sure to always blend up, never down. Next, using the beauty blender, go ahead and blend those two together. Another good place to contour is on the forehead. Because our model has a bit of a widow's peak, you can contour around it in order to bring the forehead down and make the hairline look more even. Next, to contour the nose, you're going to use a brush with some of the contouring powder and just draw a straight line down the side or the bridge of the nose. Do the same thing on the opposite side. And then using the brush, you're going to connect the two lines at the bottom. Next, using a clean dual fiber brush, blend it all out. If you want to reiterate the highlight of the nose, use a highlighting powder and simply blot it using the beauty blender down the center of the nose. Then again, blend it all together. Another great place to contour is along the jawline. Again, using your contour palette, simply brush underneath the jawline, which will help to slim down the face. Next, using the highlighting pen, outline the Cupid's bow. You can also use the highlighting pen on part of the chin in order to conceal, and can also use it on smile lines as well as around the nose to help highlight those areas. Using the Beauty Blender, go ahead and blend those areas out. Finally, top the look off with some blush, using a lighter pink color. Giving a small smile, simply place the blush on the apples of the cheeks. In doing this, make sure you're avoiding bringing it all the way back to the cheekbone. Simply place it again on the apples of the cheeks. If you'd like, you can top off the look with some shimmering powder using a fan brush. And that's your basic contouring 101.